Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Yes, good afternoon. First of all, congratulations to all of you. You have passed your exams. Hello, hello. Now you just have to give this small exam for your 11th admissions. Okay. So we'll try our best to practice as much as we can. So my main focus will be to give you maximum practice from different topics which are there in your syllabus. Now, if you have read the syllabus, you already know that all grammar topics you have already learned, everything you know, right? Yes, we will discuss syllabus as well. And I'll just tell you how we are going to go about it, how we are going to study English. Okay. See, I don't have lecture every day. I just have lectures on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So what I'm going to do is every day I will be sharing number of worksheets for all of you. Okay. Because if you look at your syllabus, there are few points which are vocabulary based. So there are no rules to be discussed, right? You just have to read the lists of synonyms, list of antonyms. So I'll share those lists as well as few worksheets. So I expect all of you to solve these worksheets. I'll be sharing their answer key as well. Okay, but I'll share the answer key after some time. So you will be able to check your answers. Fine. And in next lecture, if you have any doubts, you can get back to me. All right. So you'll receive worksheets on a daily basis. And during our lecture, what we will do is we will touch upon the rules regarding grammar topics. Fine. Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm reading your messages. At least I'm trying to. Not possible. So many students are there. Okay, let me share my screen. First, let us look at your syllabus, English syllabus. So this is the syllabus given. Yes, can you see the screen? So this is syllabus given for English. Let me read the topics. Compound words, word chain, types of sentences, gerund, participle, infinitive, then punctuation, homophone, homograph, spot the error, correct spellings, subject verb agreement, use of correct verb form, figures of speech, then alphabetical order, parts of speech, direct indirect speech, tenses, word register, active passive voice. Students, please don't annotate on my screen. Don't touch the screen. Don't touch the screen, please. Just listen to me and pay attention. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Don't write anything on the screen, please. Then we have active passive voice, degree of comparison, modal auxiliaries, antonyms, synonyms, prefix, suffix, word formation, coordinator, subordinator, that is conjunctions, find the word class, whether it is a noun or a verb, fill in the blanks by choosing the correct phrase, idiom, or maxim, proverbs and their meanings, framing questions, question tag, not only but also no sooner than, as soon as, clauses. You have to identify and state its kind. So you should know the types of clauses, and then transformation of sentences. And then, so this everything comes under language study. So second part is non-textual passage for comprehension, a very small passage, just 6 to 8 lines. Then you have poetic devices and questions based on writing skills. So obviously this is MCQ based question. So they will ask you questions related to writing skills. So maybe related to letter writing format. They can ask you questions about the format of a letter or which type of letter is written to whom, like that. So you will get MCQ based questions only. Fine. Now, if you look at the language study points, a lot of these points are pure grammar based. So we will be discussing their rules, okay, which you have already studied. Okay, I am under the assumption that you know these topics very well. So I'll be just revising the rules, right? And we will solve the worksheets. And the part which is purely vocabulary based, who is it? Who is annotating on my screen? Huh? You are not preschoolers. Okay, let me start with my first topic. Okay, I'm going to start with the revision of tenses. And then we will solve the worksheet. Okay. No, I haven't shared the screen. Wait, I'm sharing new screen. Okay, so this is the table. I'll be whatever I'm going to show you in the lecture, I'll be sharing it with you. Okay, don't worry. So no need to write anything. Just pay attention. Don't write anything. Just while solving the worksheet, you can write on your answers. Okay. Right now, just pay attention. I'm revising. Now there are 12 kinds of tenses. You have to remember their sentence structure. So you should be able to identify the tense and you should be able to convert one tense from the other. Okay. So simple present tense, the sentence structure we have is subject plus verb plus object you will have. And if your subject is third person singular, you add s or es to the verb. For example, she eats toast. But if it is other than third person singular, then there is no need to add any suffix like s or es to the verb. Also remember that this suffix is added only in simple present tense and no other tense. Okay, please remember this. So this rule is applicable only in simple present. Now, if you want to form a negative sentence, what you're going to do, you will add helping verb as do or does. Then you will add the word of negation, which is not, then verb, and then the object. So, I do not eat toast. This is also simple present tense. She doesn't eat fish. So, what do you understand here? That does is used with third person singular subjects only, with he, she, and it. With other subjects, you're going to use do in present tense. Now, if you're forming a question, the format of the question is like this. You may or may not have a question word. Why? Because there are two types of questions. You have WH type question and then you have yes no type questions. If in WH type question, you will have the question starting with WH word. Who is this Nanchaku? Who is this? Is this your name? Why you're sending me the request for the control of your screen? Huh? Tell me your name. Huh? Please be aware, I'll be removing you from the lecture immediately. Immediately. Okay? I don't have time for this. And please don't waste other students' time as well. Write your name properly. This is not your real name. Yes, Sumit. Whatever I'm showing you, all the notes, all rules, I will share with you. Okay? So do not write anything. Just pay attention and focus and try to remember. So this will be the question form for simple present tense. So if my question is starting with WH word, it will be immediately followed by the helping verb. Because this is a simple present tense, you can use the helping verbs as do or does. Please remember this. Okay. This is going to tell you about the tense. Okay. If it is a question, if they give you a question and ask you to identify a tense, you have to look at the verb. Look at the verb and then decide which tense it is.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, do we are having the tense transformation like simple present to simple past?
Yes, yes, they may ask you. They may ask you. Yes.
Okay.
You are going to have just 25 questions. Okay. And for those questions, we are going to prepare all the topics. We do not know which topics they are going to ask, but this is obvious that they are not going to repeat any topic, right? So you are going to get unique 25 questions. And for that, you have to prepare all the topics. So there is one way of looking at it, that it's pretty simple, just 25 questions. But also, if you're going to make any silly mistake, you'll be losing marks. So no silly mistakes. Okay. Then look at the next kind, which is present continuous tense. Continuous tense, what does it represent? It represents that the action is going on. Action is incomplete. So continuous tense is also called as progressive tense. And how do we represent progressive tense or incomplete action? By adding ing to the verb. So the sentence structure for present continuous is subject plus helping verb, am, is, are, plus verb plus ing. Now I'll be using the helping verbs depending on the tense. You have to pay attention to this because subject and verb plus ing form will be common for past continuous as well as future continuous. What is changing is the helping verbs. Helping verb changes, the tense also changes. For negative sentence, you're just going to add negation, that is not, after the helping verb. Question format, exactly the same. You have question word plus am or is or are plus subject plus verb plus ing. So when are they eating or is he eating now? Both of them. Again, see, if they are giving you this question and they ask you to identify the tense, you look at are and you look at eating. Are tells you that it's a present tense and verb plus ing tells you that it's a continuous tense. So your answer will be present continuous. Next, present perfect tense. Perfect tense uh, means that the action is complete. So to show the completion of action, we make use of the past participle of the verb. Okay. So here you should know the past participles of all the verbs. And the helping verb which is used in perfect tenses is to have. So in present perfect, you will use has or have. Has is used with singular subjects and have is used with plural subjects. Okay, so we have subject plus has or have plus past participle. Past participle, few students may know it as third form of the verb. Eat, ate, eaten. Eaten is the past participle. I have eaten breakfast. He has eaten lunch. Now to form a negative sentence, just add not after the helping verb. Okay, remember this structure. Subject plus has or have plus not plus past participle. We have not eaten yet. Again, how you're going to form the question? We have question word plus has or have plus subject plus past participle. So if you compare it with the previous, that is present continuous form, you will see that the question structure remains the constant, or the sequence remains constant. Only depending on the tense, the helping verb will change. Also, whether you're going to write verb plus ing or you're going to write past participle, that will change. Okay. Now the fourth kind is present perfect continuous tense. Again, the sentence structure for present perfect continuous is subject plus has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. Has or have because it's a present tense. Okay. Been represents the perfect aspect of the tense. Been is a past participle of to be verb. And then you have verb plus ing showing continuity of the action. So I have been eating. She has been eating biscuits all day. To form a negative sentence, what you will do? You will put negation after the helping verb and before the main verb. They have not been eating. He has not been eating toast. How to form a question? You have question word plus has or have plus subject plus been plus verb plus ing. So look at the structures. The sequence is exactly the same. Oh, what is changing? Your verb forms. So sentence itself can be modified into a question. You just swap the places of subject and verb. Then you get a question. Next is simple past. Simple past, you will have subject plus past form of the verb. That is V2. Okay. I ate an apple. She ate some rice. This is simple past. Now pay attention. To form the negative sentence, you are going to make use of did, which is the past tense of do. Subject plus did plus not plus verb. So immediately you will understand that when the tense is changing, our helping verbs are also changing. Question, how to form a question? You will have question word plus did plus subject plus verb. So did you eat the chocolate? Or what did they eat for lunch? Huh? So the sentence is they ate apple for lunch. Now if I have to form the question, what I'm doing, I'm just swapping the places of subject and verb. What did they eat for lunch? Okay. One more thing to remember is this. Look here. Whenever you have did in a question, after did, we never write past form of the verb. Okay. Never write what did they ate for lunch. This is wrong. Okay. Because did is already a past tense. So past tense is not followed by past tense. Okay, please remember this. This is a silly mistake many students do, that they don't understand that if you have did, then after did you will always have V1, that is base form of the verb. Okay, remember this point. Then next is past continuous tense. Past continuous, what is going to change? Present continuous was subject plus am is are plus verb plus ing. Now I'll just have sub helping verb changed, was or were, right? So was or were is the past form of the verb to be, which will be used in past tense. So I have I was eating, they were eating lunch. So this you must remember that was is used with singular subjects, were is used with plural subjects. Okay. How to form a negative sentence? You will have subject plus was or were and add negation, not, plus verb plus ing. You weren't eating. She wasn't eating a sandwich. Question format. Question word plus was or were plus subject plus verb plus ing. So I will have, where were you eating? Was she eating an apple? See, if I swap these two places, I'll get a statement. She was eating an apple. Swap their places, you get a question. Was she eating an apple? Okay, so this is very easy. Yes, no type question. Okay, only in yes, no type question we are doing this. Next tense is past perfect tense. Again, perfect tense, what you will have? Past participle, definitely. But how do you understand whether it is present perfect or past perfect? By using the helping verb, correct helping verb. In past tense, the helping verb for perfect tense is had. Subject plus had plus past participle. I had eaten. She had eaten lunch. Negative sentence, add not after helping verb and before the main verb. So we had not eaten. He had not eaten an apple. This is negative sentence in past perfect. Now how to form a question? Question word, that is WH word, plus had plus subject plus past participle. Why had you eaten? Or had they eaten fish before? How will you form the statement? They had eaten fish before. Okay, so see, only these places are changing. The sequence of subject and verb, only that part changes. Okay. Now past perfect continuous. If you remember present perfect continuous, you will understand past perfect continuous. In past perfect continuous, we have subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing. Had because it's a past tense. Been, which is past participle of to be. Why? Because it's a perfect tense. And verb plus ing shows continuous tense. So past perfect continuous. See, we have three words representing these aspects. I have had, been, verb plus ing. I had been eating chocolate all day. She had been eating breakfast. How you're going to identify the tense if this is the sentence given to you? Look at the verb. Eating, verb plus ing, continuous tense. Been, B-E-E-N, been is a past participle which comes in perfect tense, and had is used in past tense. So the tense of this sentence is past perfect continuous. How to form negative sentence? Add not. Subject plus had plus not. Been, verb plus ing. I had not been eating. So negation is always added after the helping verb and not before it. She had not been eating an apple. Question, WH word or question word, had plus subject plus been plus verb plus ing. Why had he been eating? Had they been eating enough fruit? So here we are finished with past tense. Now, when you're going to remember the sentence structure for future tense, always relate it with the present tense and not past tense. Okay, future tense is similar to present tense. We just add will after the subject. Okay, so if you relate it with present tense, it will be easier for you to remember. In simple future, we have subject plus will plus verb. I will eat later. She will eat at home. If you compare this with simple present, what was the sentence structure? Subject plus verb plus object. That is base form of the verb, original form of the verb, right? V1. So we have subject plus will plus verb. So what I have added here, just will. So this is just like simple present, but we add will because this is a future tense. This is future simple. I will eat later. Now, negative sentence. How will you form a negative sentence? Subject plus will plus not plus verb. Okay, this is the negation. We won't eat anything tonight. He will not eat fish. Question. We have question word plus will plus subject plus verb. So what will you eat for lunch? Or will she eat meat? So see, she will eat meat. Swap the places of subject and verb. You get question. Will she eat meat? Question mark. Future continuous. Subject plus will plus be plus verb plus ing. In present tense, what was there? We used am is are plus verb plus ing, right? So instead of using am is are, we are going to use directly to be verb. So I have subject plus will plus be plus verb plus ing. I will be eating at 8 p.m. She will be eating a sandwich. Negative sentence, add not after will. They will not be eating. He will not be eating anything. Question word plus will plus subject plus be plus verb plus ing. So what will you be eating? Will they be eating at 6 p.m.? So you have to remember the sequence, this structure of a question. Future perfect. In present perfect, we used has or have plus past participle. In future perfect, we use had plus past participle. In past perfect. And in future perfect, we are going to use will have plus past participle. Okay, so I have subject plus will have plus past participle. I will have eaten lunch at 3 o'clock. She will have eaten all the chocolate. Now subject plus will plus not plus have. Okay, see after will I am adding not or negation. Please remember this. He will not have eaten lunch yet. They will not have eaten their sandwiches. How will you form a question? Question word plus will plus subject plus have plus past participle. When will you have eaten? Will she have eaten dinner by 9? See, in question, we are not adding anything new. If you look here in the simple statement and the question, all the aspects are there. There is subject, there is will, there is have, there is past participle. Okay, so only the sequence changes. Just try and understand this difference between a statement and a question. And the last type is future perfect continuous. So definitely you will have different words. Will tells us that it's a future tense. Have been, perfect tense. Verb plus ing, continuous tense. They will have been eating fruit. We will have been eating all day. Negative sentence, how will you form a negative sentence? Add not after will. I will not have been eating fish. They will not have been eating lunch. And again, question word plus will plus subject plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. So see, subject, will, have, been, verb plus ing. What we are doing in the question, we are just swapping the places of subject and helping verb. Okay, what will she have been eating? Will you have been eating chocolate? If you have to convert this into statement, what you will do? Just swap these places. You will have been eating chocolate. Full stop. Okay, so these are the 12 kinds of tenses. Okay, I'm going to give you one worksheet to solve. And simultaneously, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the chat box. I'll solve your doubts. Okay. Other students start solving the worksheet. Just tell me if this is readable. Are you able to read this? Okay. The question is, complete the sentences with the correct form of the present tense. Okay. Okay, I'll try to reduce the font. Now is it readable? Can you read the sentences? Okay, okay. Yes, start solving. Start solving. Till then, I'll go through the doubts from the chat box. Okay. See, there are too many, there are many students here. Okay. So refrain from sending unnecessary messages. Yes, I have told already. I will be sharing the notes on the group. Yes, yes. Whatever I'm showing you on the screen, everything will be shared with you. Okay. So no need to write anything. Just pay attention and try to grasp as much as possible. Okay. And try and remember. Just write down the answers, write only answers. After the worksheet, I'll show you the answer key immediately. Do and does. Okay, somebody, I'm solving your doubts which I have received in the chat box. Do and does, where is it used? Okay, do and does is used in present tense. First point, remember this. It is used in present tense. And did is used in past tense. Okay, now from do and does goes with he, she, or it. That is, if your subject is third person singular, you are going to use does. And with rest of the subjects, you will use do. So with I, we, you, and they, you will use do. Yes, Prithvi, have is used with plural subjects and has is used with singular subjects. Correct. Yes, now tenses, what type of questions are possible? Like this, they can give you use correct form of the verb, or they can ask you to identify the tense, or they may ask you to convert a particular sentence into another tense, and for that they will give you four options of the answer. Okay. No, you do not have literature in your portion. The syllabus which I showed you, that is the syllabus. Okay. Yes, interrogative sentences can be formed using any WH word. You can use any WH word. Yes. In future tense, shall is used with I and we. Okay. In Old English, it was a rule that you must use shall with I and we. But now that is not the rule. You can use will with all the subjects. Don't send the answers in the chat box. I'll be showing you the answer key. Yes, in 15 question, they have already given the answer. Goes and needs. So it's a mistake there. Ignore it. Yes, you can get full marks in English. Yes, if you practice enough, you can get full marks. Don't worry. Omkar, as there are only 25 questions, you will get just one question on one topic. They are not going to repeat the question because you already have many topics to ask from. Okay, difference between did and had. Did is used with simple tense or continuous tense. Had is used with perfect tenses of past. Okay, so with simple past and past continuous, you will use did. And with past perfect, you will use had. Yes, you will have four options everywhere. Yes. And every question will be for 1 mark. Correct. Difference between have and had. Had is the past form of have. Have is used with present tense. Had is used with past tense. No, there is no negative marking. Don't worry. Okay. I suppose all of you have finished with the worksheet. Okay. I'm showing you the answer key now. You can check your answers. Whatever you have finished, just check your answers. Okay. Yes. Ignore 15 sentence. Do you want this worksheet as well on the group? I thought I'll share you new worksheet, which we are not solving in the lecture. I'll share new worksheets. Okay. Okay. No problem. I'll share this one as well. No problem. Yes. Please check your answers quickly. So we will move on to the next topic. No, you cannot use brought, Gargi, because brought is past tense. This worksheet is based on present tense. That is why. The test which you will be having, the weekly test, the questions will come from the topics I'm covering in the lecture plus other topics which um, I'll be sharing worksheets on the group, right, from other topics. So you can have questions from those topic as well. Okay, wait, I'm reading your answers. Please remember this worksheet is for present tense. So your answer should be from present tense. Okay. Students, please don't forget that you have been studying English for many years now, right? So don't think that whatever you are going to learn now in these lectures, that is the only knowledge you have about English. No, in these lectures, we are just going to refresh your memory. So you already know everything, right? We are just practicing that. All of you are already intelligent. You know these points. So suddenly don't panic and think that you don't know anything. No, it is not like that. You already know everything. We are just refreshing your memory. Okay. We are just going to touch upon each and every topic, right? So in the exam, you have to use your own intelligence. Yes, in exam, you are going to get 4 options. Correct. Now, the thing about options is, one, they can be helpful. Sometimes they can be helpful, but sometimes options can be distracting, right? And MCQs are designed like that uh, the options are very close to each other. So they may confuse us. So the best thing to do is to know the correct answer. Yes, these questions are only for present tense. Okay, now because it is neighbors boys, Omkar, it is plural. That is why come. Neighbors boys. So that is why you will not write comes. Okay. Okay, I'll be sharing more worksheets regarding tenses. Lecture will end at 2 o'clock. It is from 12:30 to 2. Okay. Now let us discuss next topic, which is question tag. Okay. Now pay attention, don't write anything. Pay attention. Question tag, simple rules we will read about question tag. No, Shreya, why will you change driving into drove? This worksheet is about present tense. Drove comes in past tense. That is why. Okay. Now come out of that worksheet. Pay attention here. Can you see my screen? Yes, focus now. Question tags. A tag question is a short question. For example, have you, haven't you? That follows a statement. You haven't got a car, have you? It was a good film, wasn't it? So the part which is printed in bold letters is called as question tag. Have you or wasn't it? So it is also called as question tags are also called as tail tags. because they are added at the end of the sentence. Then, normally we use a positive question tag with a negative sentence. So if the sentence, the given sentence itself is negative, if the given sentence is negative, then the question tag is positive. This is the first thing you should remember. Tom won't be late. Will he? They don't like us. Do they? That isn't George over there, is it? So see, the sentence was negative, so my question tag is positive. This is the first thing you're going to remember. Then we use negative question tag with a positive sentence. If the sentence is positive, the tag is negative. Anne will be here soon, won't she? Tom should pass his exam, shouldn't he? They were very angry, weren't they? So see, here the negation was in the sentence. So there is no negation in the question tag. But now here there is no negation in the sentence. So negation not is added in the tag. Now if you observe carefully, what other things you notice about question tag? That there are peculiar punctuation marks used. What is the format of writing a question tag? You write the sentence, then you put a comma at the end, then you write the question tag, and then there is question mark. So punctuation marks you have to remember. Now if your tag is negative like this, won't she? Won't is always written in the contracted form. Okay, don't write will not she. You have to write won't. Shouldn't and not should not. Were not is wrong. Okay, you have to write the question tag in contracted form. Then after the contracted form, we write pronouns always. This is the next thing you should remember. After won't, here see, you can see name is given Anne, but we are not going to write won't Anne. We are going to write the pronoun. Okay, so this is the point you should remember. Now let's see next rule. Yes, you will have options in the exam. Correct. You will have options. Don't worry. But as I said, why we are discussing the rules, what is the goal here? The goal is to choose the correct option. You should know the rules correctly, right? If you don't know the rules, how will you choose the correct option? Okay, that is why we are discussing the rules. Now, how do we form question tags? Auxiliaries like be, have, can, may, must, should used in the statement are reported at the end followed by the subject. Always pronoun. Okay. So to form the question tag, we use the helping verb which is present in the sentence itself. म्हणजे sentence मध्ये जे helping verb असेल तेच आपण वापरतो. So here John was annoyed. So I'm going to use the same helping verb, was. My sentence is positive, so I'll say wasn't. And John, for John, the pronoun will be he. So my answer becomes, wasn't he? He wasn't annoyed. Again, wasn't. The sentence is negative. So my question tag is going to be positive. Was. Was he? Question mark. Okay. So if the helping verb is present in the sentence, use the same helping verb. Now helping verb could be primary auxiliaries or modal auxiliaries. Whatever is the helping verb, whatever is the auxiliary verb, use the same auxiliary verb, okay, to form your question tag. I am late, aren't I? Okay, so this is the exception you should remember. If your sentence is I am late, the helping verb here is am, but there is no such form in English called amn't. Okay, it's not there. So only for this one, if the helping verb in a sentence is am, then the question tag will be aren't I. Okay, please remember this exception. Notice that we say aren't I and not am I not. Okay, please remember this. But if it is a negative sentence that I am not late, then it's easy. You will just write am I and question mark. Clear? Now, what if there is no helping verb? Then what we will do, right? We should know how to form a question tag if the auxiliary verb is not present in the sentence. With all the other verbs, tag questions are formed with do or don't and does or doesn't for present simple and did or didn't with past simple. If there is no helping verb present in the sentence, then what you're going to do? You're going to make use of to do verb. Use the correct form of do. If it is a present tense, use do or does. And if it is past tense, use did. Okay, let's see. Look at this sentence. You like fish. Now, is there a helping verb? No, helping verb is not present. So then look at the tense. What is the tense? Tense is present tense. What is the subject? Subject is you. So I'm going to use do. And sentence is positive, so my question tag will be negative. So I get don't you question mark. Look at one more example. He likes fish. Is there an auxiliary verb? No. Then what is the tense? Present tense. What is the subject? He. So I'm going to use does. Sentence is positive. So my question tag will be negative. Doesn't he? Question mark. They don't like fish. Is there a helping verb? Don't is already there, right? But the sentence is negative. So my question tag will be positive. Do they? She liked fish. Is there auxiliary verb? No. What is the tense? Past tense. That is why I'm going to use did. Sentence is positive. So question tag will be negative. Didn't she? Question mark. This also applies to have and do as main verbs. If you have in a sentence, you have tea at 4, don't you? You did your homework, didn't you? And the next point is tag questions are also possible with there. If there is a sentence which starts with there will be a strike. So see, will. So I'll make use of will. Won't there? Question mark. So these are the rules you should remember about question tag. Okay. Okay, let us try one worksheet. Okay. Yes. Complete the sentence using correct question tag. Try. Try to write a question tag. You can solve 15 sentences. Solve first 15 sentences and side by side I'll solve your doubts. Don't send me the answers in the chat box. I'll be showing you the answer key. Okay. Do does with present tense and did with past tense. Swayam, you will have to study the rules properly and don't get confused. Okay. Okay, ain't, when is ain't used? Many students are asking me that. Ain't is not used in formal English. Swayam, just relax. Don't just forget about whatever is your past experience. Forget about that. Focus on this exam. Okay. Practice all the topics carefully. Does is used with third person singular. Do is used with plural subjects. Yes, just solve first 15 sentences. Arya, where do you want to use I was or I were? Means, are you asking this in relation to question tag or in general you are asking? No, no, don't use and. With am, aren't is used. Okay? Yes, correct. And is a slang word. It is not used in standard English or formal English and not at all in written English. Okay? Yes, Kritika, what is the doubt? Okay, let's see the answers. Check your answers. If you still have doubt, you can ask me. Okay, here, see here. Look at the fourth sentence. Let's take a day off tomorrow. Okay, if you get a sentence like this, if a sentence starts with let's, then the question tag is shall we? Okay, let's celebrate today. Shall we? Let's dance. Shall we? Okay, so you can remember this point. If you want, you can make a note of it somewhere in the margin. Okay. Rishikesh, 7 sentence book. John keeps talking all the time. That is disgusting. Okay. So first sentence इथे end झालंय आणि that is disgusting ला तुला question tag लावायचा आहे. Okay. So that is इथे आहे ना already. So त्याच आपण isn't करतोय. Isn't it? Kritika, mom here from 6. Mom will be happy to see you. Won't she? Now, so what is the doubt? What is the doubt? Mom is mom. You call mom mom. Ninth one is I am. I am. So with I am, I told you we use aren't. Hmm? No, mum is also used in spoken English. Yes, mom, mum, mommy. These are different possibilities. Yes, here you can write hasn't she. Yes, fifth question. Those who have doubt in the fifth one. No, don't use ain't I, Vedant. No, aren't I is the correct answer. Yes, will not च contracted form आहे won't. Will not is won't. 16th one. Wait. Did वापरले 16th मध्ये because it is past tense. That is why. You don't आले ना इकडे. So negative sentence आहे म्हणून do you 15th मध्ये. Haven't. So have not. Have they. Have the present. Okay, there are many sentences here remaining in this particular worksheet. So I'll share this worksheet with you. Okay, you can solve it at home. Okay. There is one more I wanted to tell you in imperative sentence. Wait. Yes, here. See, please pass me the sugar. Will you? So this is a this is an imperative sentence which represents request. Okay, so we'll use will because if you consider this in imperative sentences, you is understood subject. That will you please pass me the sugar? Okay, and here you is understood. So that is why we write will you. Hmm? Can you will use if it is given in the original sentence. Okay, can you pass me the sugar? Like that. Yes, will you? Yes. Okay, now I'm going to discuss articles. Ambitious classes कोण आहे? तुझं नाव दिसत नाही मला. Write your names properly. तुमचं आधी नाव लिहा आणि मग ब्रँचचं नाव लिहा. No, we will not write can because can is generally present in the sentence. Then we will write can't you or can you. Okay. Acha. Okay, no problem. Follow the rules they have told you. Yes, no problem. Okay. Okay, let's read the rules for the articles. A and the where to use which article. Okay, we'll read the rules. Yes, Sakshi, correct, correct. And yes, with let's, if the sentence starts with let's, we are going to use shall we. Correct. Okay, do, does, and he did. Okay, I'm reading. Yes, I'll share the PDF. Yes, yes. All the PDFs I'll be sharing. Don't worry. Do and does is used with present tense and did is used in past tense. Now, out of do and does is used with third person singular subjects with he, she, and it. And with plural subjects, you are going to use do in present tense. Okay. Okay. Is everybody able to see this rules? I am showing articles regarding articles. Wait, I'll share again. Yes. See, let's read the rules. The articles a and the help your readers understand whether you are using a noun in an indefinite or definite way. Means whether the noun is specific or it is a general noun. Depending on that, we are going to use the articles. So this is clear that articles are used with nouns. Okay. Is the noun general? So what are the questions you ask yourself? Is the noun general? If the noun is general, we use a or an. Okay, you know this as definite article or indefinite article. Indefinite means what? Something which is not fixed or specific. You're talking in general for a group. Okay, then it is called as a general noun. So there are two indefinite articles, a and an. Now where to use a and where to use an? A and an are indefinite articles and are used to indicate a single item. So, singular nouns. A and an are always used with singular nouns. Please remember this. Take a pencil and not like take one pencil. A pencil indicates one pencil, just one singular pencil. I won $100. That is $100. Do not use a or an with a plural noun. They talked about a good restaurants. No, not good, not with the plural noun. This is incorrect use. Correct is unspecific reference. For example, they talked about a good restaurant to visit. So a good restaurant with singular noun only, we will use a or an. They talked about the good Italian restaurant on Main Street. So here unspecific reference means just any good restaurant. They were talking about any good restaurant. But if you look at the next example, there is a specific name given, that is good Italian restaurant. So as this is a specific noun, they have used the, because it is definite. Okay, that is why the and not a. Next rule is use a as an unspecific reference before a consonant. Okay, specifically speaking, before consonant sound. Okay, he likes to read a book. She likes to read any book. Okay, not a specific one. That was a funny story. That was one of many funny stories. Use a when the word following it starts with a consonant sound. A book, a hospital, a leg, a 1 inch pipe, a youth, and use an as an unspecific reference before a vowel sound, that is a, e, I, o, u, but vowel sounds. Okay, not based on the spelling. Please remember this. An apple, an opera, an eagle, an idea, and SOS. So see, SOS, the sound here is S. A sound is there. That is why an SOS. Words that begin with U or H can have either a vowel or a consonant sound. Make the choice based on the sound of the first word after the article, even if that word is not the noun. For example, a union and not an union. Okay, but even if union, uniform, these words are starting with U, their pronunciation starts with like Y in U. A on union, a uniform, then a unicorn. Next, an unbelievable event, an umbrella, a unique umbrella. So unique, year, the sound is year and not a. Umbrella sound is a, that is why an umbrella. Okay. An honor, here H is silent. An R, H is silent. An honest person, H is silent. A hotel, a history book, a historian. I'm pronouncing the H sound. An historian or an historic event. Note words like historic can take either a or an. Now, this is about indefinite articles. What about definite article? The definite article is the. If the noun is specific, if you're talking about a specific person, specific thing, then we are going to use the. Use the as a specific reference to a common noun or something that is one of a kind, means unique. Give me the book on the table. So specifically you are identifying that particular book. The sun rose at 7 o'clock. Identify something that is one of a kind. The sun, because sun is unique. Use a or an to introduce a noun the first time it is mentioned, and then the is used afterwards whenever the noun is mentioned. Okay, for example, I bought a sandwich for lunch. I shared the sandwich with my friend. So here you are saying in the first sentence, you are introducing this noun sandwich for the first time. Okay, that's why you are going to use a. But now, as you have already mentioned it, everybody knows which sandwich you are talking about. So here you will use the. I shared the sandwich, means the one which I bought for the lunch. ते sandwich मी मित्रांना दिलं, शेअर केलं. ओके, त्यामुळे here you are talking about a particular sandwich. That is why definite article is used. Most proper nouns do not use an article, however, some do. Okay. Generally, proper nouns are not used with articles. Okay, but few of them are used. Which are those? A proper noun names unique person, place, or a thing. So, I went to New York City. I went to the New York City. Okay, so we don't use the. An exception is the proper nouns with of as part of the name. Okay, so if you have 4th of July, University of Virginia, United States of America, President of Mexico, Statue of Liberty. So here you will use the. Then plural nouns. There are few plural nouns which go with the. For example, the Chicago Bulls, because it's a team. It is the name of a team. The Johnsons, the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a mountain range. Okay. A proper noun that names a group or a collective noun also uses the. For example, the Commonwealth of Virginia, the United Arab Emirates, the Society of Friends. So you are talking about it as a collection, as one whole part. That is why you will use the. Some geographical features use the. For example, the Gobi Desert. Okay, because these are unique places, one of a kind, right? That is why we use the. With the names of oceans, deserts, we use the. The Atlantic Ocean, the pyramids, they are unique. The Amazon. But other geographical features do not use the. So Lake Superior. So remember this, you're not going to use it with every geographical feature. Okay, it has to be unique in some way, either in the its size, or it is just one of a kind. Then you will use the. Also, you know that uh, the is also used in the superlative degree. That is the third degree of comparison. With superlative degree, we use the highest, the richest, the smallest. Okay, so that is one more use of the. Now, you have already studied these rules. Okay, with India, the is not used. Okay, so but if you say Republic of India, then the is used. The Republic of India. Because it's a rule. If you have Republic word or United word in the name of the country, then the is used. Article the is used. If you have just single word like Japan, Korea, China, India, then we don't use the. But if you're going to say the Republic of India, the Republic of China, then we will use the. Or the United States of America, the United Kingdom, like that. Okay. No, it's not about the respect. It's about the, um, it is also about the rule of the language. And see, when you say the United States of America, here you are talking about the states which collectively form America as one country. The Mount Everest, yes, because it is unique. So you'll use the. Let us try one worksheet. We do have 7 minutes. So we'll try this worksheet. Let me see how many sentences are there. Try first 10 sentences. No, you don't have any lessons for CET. No, only the points which are mentioned in the syllabus. No, no passages from textbook. You will get unseen passage, but a very short passage. So maybe it will come. So they'll just ask I 3 or max to max 5 questions from that passage. Poetic devices means the rhyme scheme, rhyming words. So structural part of the poem. Yes, figures of speech is also there. Yes, correct. So they may give you a line, one line, and then ask you which figure of speech is present in this line. Or they may give you 4 lines and ask you to tell you the what is the rhyme scheme or what are the rhyming words. Done? Okay, check your answers. And this remaining exercise you are going to solve at home, okay? Yes, plural of person is people, yes. And when you say peoples, you are using it as an apostrophe S. He is people's person. So you are using it as to show the ownership like that. Devika. Okay, check your answers. If you're finished checking, you can leave the lecture. Okay, I'll meet you tomorrow. Thank you everyone and bye bye. If there is more than one answer in MCQs, then you will have an option as both A and B, like that. Okay. Yes, bye bye. Yes, I'll share the PDFs. Yes, sure. Second one, because there is no article. That is why they have kept it blank.